Hey guys, this is HD. Welcome back. I'm now finally back from BlizzCon, where I had a great opportunity to try out all of the new Heart of the Swarm units out in Anaheim. I'm really excited about all these units, and I came back and I decided, you know, this is a great opportunity to be able to make some videos for you guys out there who may not be familiar with Heart of the Swarm. I can talk about all the new units, all the changes, all the updates, and in general, my thoughts and feelings about how they're going to affect the StarCraft 2 metagame. So, I hope you guys enjoy this. This is going to be a Protoss dedicated video. I'll do a Zerg and a Terran one following this. And I know it's a few days late because BlizzCon was Sunday and it's already Wednesday, but I think you guys will still be able to enjoy some of my thoughts and feedback, and of course the video shots I have of all these units from the BlizzCon panels. So, the very first unit we're going to be looking at here in this Protoss video is the Protoss Replicant. This is the first unit that Blizzard implemented in Heart of the Swarm. Now, the Replicant, I think it costs some odd minerals, 100 or 200, and 200 gas, but its main core function, it actually only has one spell, is to copy an enemy unit anywhere on the map. It actually can be enemy or friendly, now that I think about it, because I actually tried it. Here's a moving shot of the Replicant for all of you guys who are interested to see how it kind of rotates and moves. But this is a really cool unit. If you think about it, you can copy anything you want. And the coolest thing about it is you can copy it from anywhere on the map. It doesn't matter how far away it is, the range is unlimited. As long as you see it, you copy it. And that means you can copy what? Banshees, siege tanks, ghosts, infestors. The possibilities are endless. You can even copy a Zerg drone or a Terran SCV and start building your own little Zerg colony or your own little Terran base inside your Protoss base. I just think that's really cool. Now, it may be a little bit hard to balance. I'm not entirely sure yet, but you know, when you think about it, in the esports world, that means you're going to be able to copy the Infestor or the Ghost, and that's probably the most key thing of all. A lot of Protoss players have been having problems with these powerful spellcasters, and now finally they're going to have something that can kind of deal with that. When you can't beat them, join them. Just make an Infestor yourself or make a Ghost yourself, and you know, start sniping and EMPing things whichever way you want to. So, really cool unit, the Protoss Replicant. And here's actually a shot of the Replicant in action. So here's 5 of them going in. They copied these 2 siege tanks. They automatically become the siege tanks, and they just shell away at the Marines. And really, the possibilities are pretty much endless. Now, one quick thing to note about the Replicant is that it does retain all abilities of a unit it copies. So if it copies a Banshee, even if the Banshee didn't currently have Cloak researched, it will have Cloak and all available upgrades. The only limitation is it can't copy like a massive unit, like a Colossus. So that's the first Protoss unit. Here is the second new Protoss unit that I got to try at Heart of the Swarm. It is called the Protoss Oracle. So this is actually another spellcasting unit for the Protoss, but it's totally dedicated for harassing, spying, scouting. It's not like a battle type unit. And here's actually a screenshot of 4 oracles in the back with a couple of phoenixes in the air, as you guys can see. The oracles are a flying unit. I believe they cost 200 gas or something like that from the robotics facility. But the coolest thing of all is their harass ability. So I'll just start off with the first one. The first one is called Preordain, which allows you to cast it on a target enemy building, and it allows you to have vision of that building for I think a minute. But not only that, but it also allows you to see what the unit what the building is currently producing inside. So if you target Preordain on like a barracks or a factory, you can see everything around that barracks or factory for a minute. But more importantly, you can see what's building inside of it. So you can see if it's a tank, a Hellion, etc., etc. The second ability of the Oracle is, it actually stole the ability from the Corruptor, now that I think about it. It has, not Corruptor, but the Overseer. It has the Contaminate ability, which just allows it to shut down a building, whatever building you want, for a limited amount of time. And the third and final ability, which I think is the coolest ability of all, it is called the Entomb ability, and you can actually target an entire mineral field with this Entomb ability. And here in this screenshot, you guys can see the Entomb spell being cast on the mineral fields. Actually, you can see the Contaminate spell on the Vespene Geyser as well, which I'm not sure why it's there, because that doesn't do anything. But anyways, yes, the Entomb ability is being used on the mineral field. You can actually target all the minerals inside a single field if you target the spell properly, as it's an AoE spell. And what it does is it makes a force field on top of each spell. Now, the opponent can break the force field by killing it off. I think it has 80 to 100 HP. I might be wrong on these numbers, but it has a lot of health, and it lasts for like 30 to 60 seconds. So it's a great abusive spell to use on the opponent's economy. And I think the reason why Blizzard said they wanted to implement this was because they wanted Protoss to have the ability to harass more. Zerg has Mutas, Terran has Banshees. Protoss doesn't really have a way to harass the economy except for really the Phoenix, which is a very expensive tech route to go to, and it kind of limits and hinders you if you do go that way. So that was the philosophy behind this Protoss Oracle, and I think it's a pretty cool unit. So you guys saw the moving shot already. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this awesome, sweet thing here. This little video from the BlizzCon panel of the Oracle in action. So there it's using the, I'm just gonna call it the Contaminate spell for now on all those Spore Crawlers, and there goes the Entomb spell. Now I don't know why he missed the Entomb, because you can target all the mineral fields, but that's essentially how it works. And then the drones can't mine from that mineral field until you break that force field. Now, the third and final unit we're going to be looking at here, guys, is the Protoss Tempest. Now, if you guys recall from the early days of StarCraft 2 beta, the Tempest was actually a unit that replaced the original carrier. Then Blizzard said, no, we're going to leave the carrier in because, too many people wanted it back in. Now, I guess they brought the Tempest back, but it's not the same Tempest. It's actually a dedicated air capital ship that has a really powerful anti-air attack. It just destroys all air, just all clumps of air go down almost instantly. It fires like this massive pulse beam, which I'll show you guys in a second. But it's really good against mass mutas, something that Protoss had problems dealing with when the Zerg had too many mutas in the air. I would assume it's very good against Vikings and Corruptors as well, so that'll be helpful for your Colossus when it comes to protection. Yeah, this is the new Protoss air capital ship. They unfortunately took out the carrier, though. They axed the carrier, which I'm a little sad about. But yeah, here's a screenshot of the Tempests, about 5 or 6 of them against those mutas, and in the back those are Vipers, which I'll talk about in my Zerg video following this. But yeah, these Tempests are super strong. They actually have an air-to-ground attack as well, which I wasn't able to try out too much, but I've heard it's pretty good. But its main focus is anti-air. And here you guys see the Tempest kind of just rolling about, and a little bit of a movement shot of it. But yeah, these are the 3 Protoss units that Blizzard implemented. By the way, guys, the sound here is not the new Protoss music for Heart of the Swarm or anything like that. This is just a classic StarCraft Brood War music for all of you classical music fans out there, as I am. But yeah, here's an action shot of the Tempest. So 4 Tempests against, I don't know, 15, 20 mutas, and boom, 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 boom. And those mutas go down almost instantly. So very, very good anti-air unit. And yeah, so those are the 3 Protoss units. This is just a video showing some of the graphical updates to StarCraft. But this is going to give me an opportunity to talk about some of the smaller changes. Unfortunately, I don't have videos of everything, so this is just kind of like all the little nitty-bitty tidbits. For all of you guys who have stayed tuned to this video for 10 minutes, I'm assuming you guys want to hear it. Protoss Nexus actually has 2 new abilities, and it actually jacked the ability from the now defunct Mothership. It took the recall ability, so it has a mass recall now. You can mass recall units to the Nexus, any Nexus at any time. And you can also use this ability that it essentially lets you target one of your Protoss buildings and builds a cannon on top of that building. I think it's for 25 energy or something really cheap as well. Now this cannon does 5 damage to everything and 20 damage to light. And I can see where Blizzard was going with this. They wanted to implement a unit that would allow an ability that would allow Protoss to have a defender's advantage. So I kind of understand where Blizzard was going with this, because of course Protoss doesn't really have a defender's advantage as much as it has an offensive advantage with the warp gate mechanism and all that. So with this new feature, unfortunately it doesn't look like Blizzard thought it through all that well, because apparently you can go in with a scouting probe, build an assimilator on an opponent's gas, and then use that Nexus ability to make a cannon on the gas, which does 20 damage to all the workers in the enemy mineral field. Think about that. So essentially you're just stealing someone's gas, building a cannon on top of your assimilator, and boom, you can't mine, the opponent can't mine out of 5 of his mineral patches, 5 out of 8. So this ability, you know, it's supposed to be a defender's kind of thing, but it can be used really offensively as well. And think about it with, you know, offensive photon cannoning and all that. So really sick, nasty stuff. And off the top of my head, I can't think of anything else that the Protoss really got. I mean, they lost the mothership, they lost the carrier, which I'm really sad about. But, you know, they brought in all these new units, a lot of spellcaster units. I think that's pretty much it for my Protoss discussion here. There's not too much that I can really think of off the top of my head. So yeah, those are the 3 new units and some of the changes. The Protoss Replicant, the Protoss Oracle, and the Protoss Tempest. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll be doing a Zerg one and a Terran one as well, with some BlizzCon panel footage, some artwork, and just, of course, me talking about the units and structures and all the new changes. So if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to check out the Zerg one and the Terran one following this one, and I hope to see you guys in that video.